Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Film Side Chats for another film review or installment of Let's Talk Film. Um, as you see, I lost the battle with the sun. Went to a football game and got very burnt. But that's not why you're here. You're here to listen to my Joker 2 review. And oh, uh, just to put it out there, I actually am not going to have notes for this because I feel like this would be more beneficial for me just to get my ideas out there and for you to get a more genuine react. I wouldn't say genuine, but like less thought out and made before. So yeah, let's start right away. This was really rough. I'm not the biggest fan of the first Joker, but I think it's really cool how it takes a comic book character and turns into character study and really makes it grounded. I think that's super cool and neat. And then they are like, "Oh, let's make another one." Sure. There's ways you can go about it. They gave it more money, which I think is the biggest problem with this entire movie, and I'll dive a little more in that in a little bit here. But they give more money, and they just let them run loose and make a movie, and we got this very boring movie, and it feels like they really forgot what made the first one special. Um, I I didn't really see any development made for any of the characters, and just it's so frustrating, and I never see them really expand on characters and just dive in is the best way to put it. The biggest complaint that a lot of people have, and I think it's such a glaring issue, is this courtroom um like drama. This is really a courtroom drama movie. It's very boring in those parts. It's super drawn out, and I think that is a huge detriment to this movie because I think there's some good moments. I think the performances are great. Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga, they're great with what they have. I think the biggest issue is the script. It's it's so boring. It's so dragged out, and it treats the audience like they are children. I found myself they kept like leading the leash like this. It's a sequence, and it's very obvious, and I think it's just idiotic to do that to the viewer because the viewer will pick up that you think they're dumb and can't pick up on any nuances within it. And yeah, I it's so frustrating, and I think the reason I'm so annoyed by this is because I wasn't a big fan on the first one, but then the second one got announced, and it was said it was a musical, and I think that was such a cool idea, especially with the character Joker. And then I sit down and watch this movie, and this I don't even think this is a musical, honestly. Like, so there's two musicals, right? In my head, you have the musicals that use the songs to progress a story, and then you have a musical that uses the songs to put an emphasis on certain scenes and moments, and they really elevate it with set design and such. There are glimmers of that in this movie, but it's never fully realized. And I'm sorry, it's not fun to watch a dude just sing uh, by the camera with nothing interesting going on um, in it. I just don't think this is a musical. I think we were led on to believe it was going to be much more grand. And yeah, it it's just so annoying. And I need to go watch the original Joker because this one just feels like an even hollower shell than the first, and that sucks because I think this movie has so much potential to be interesting, and then it it just lives in this little sphere of the courthouse for almost the whole movie, and then it rushes this whole cool part, which I think should have been the core of the of the movie, and it just doesn't. And it's like, come on, guys. There has to be one producer who was like, maybe this isn't a great idea, especially because how you were doing the first one, you are doing nothing like that in this one, and it's just frustrating. And the ending, genuinely, I think, like, I get what they were going for. It sucks. It just sucks how they executed it. It this this whole movie is just so frustrating because it has all the pieces to be this great movie. It's just the script is so terrible, and I don't know. Like, the cinematography, I think, is also like fine. It's not as great as the first one. The score is barely there. It's I don't know. It's just it ignored what made the first one great, and I don't think it ever tries anything truly new to make itself stand out. Um, and really leaves you with a frustrating and boring story that just really goes nowhere. But yeah, that's my little rant. Um, yeah, just frustrating. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Joker Folie Ado. Thank you guys for listening yet again to my random tangents, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a great evening, day, night, whatever time it is for you.